Can you hear me? The internet connection seems off.
Yes.
Okay, it's just the screen maybe. So we can go to page 11.
Okay.
So the first part, it says feelings. How do you feel about trying new things, such as a challenging sport, a new dish, or a new skill?
I'm excited to do it. I like to do new things in my life. I think it's experience, and always you can learn something for you when you trying to do anything.
Okay, so then the next part of this, it says check the boxes that you think would comply to you.
Fine.
So for instance, if you're doing something new, would you feel comfortable with these situations?
I think no, because I'm afraid of trying to do new.
Okay. I agree with you. It's like it says fine if no one's watching. So let's do part B. It says match the comments below with photos A through D. And what activities are the people talking about?
All my friends put pressure on me to do it. Looking down, I felt scared out of my wits. Who wouldn't be? When I jumped and I don't remember much, but was relieved when it was all over. I don't understand it. All my friends put pressure on me to do it. Looking down, I felt scared out of my wits. What's it, wits? Who wouldn't be?
In other words, scared out of your mind. Extremely scared.
Wits.
It's not. It's like how old people talk. So in other words, you would say, I felt scared out of my mind.
Then I jumped. I don't remember much, but I was relieved.
So we're matching this paragraphs here. We're matching to the photos on the top of the page.
Picture B.
Okay, good. So do you, after looking at the picture, do you understand what this is explaining?
I don't remember jumping. I don't remember how it's called.
Okay, so this would be bungee jumping.
Bungee, yes. Thanks. Okay, next. The very thought of eating them made my stomach turn. I thought I'd throw up it. I knew that would be awkward with everyone in the restaurant watching, so I simply ate as fast as I could. When I finished, everyone clapped. They were really impressed. The picture, see?
Yes, good. Just when you read, so the second sentence, you would pronounce it stomach.
Stomach.
And on the third sentence, it would just be pronounced awkward.
Awkward. What does it mean, awkward?
Not pleasant. So, like if you were embarrassed, it would be awkward.
Oh, okay.
So, for instance, this situation was awkward because who the writer was being watched by everybody while they were eating. So it just means it's another way of saying that you feel uncomfortable.
The really interesting things was how quickly we learned the steps. I was fascinated by the way the teacher taught us. At the end of the lesson, the teacher gave us a prize for best beginners. We were over the moon. Over the moon. Good phrase. And you can turn, yes. I think A. It's about learn
Good.
dancing. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So do you know? So the phrase "over the moon." Do you understand what they mean by that?
I think it's on Russian до Луны обратно. Over the moon. I know how it be in Russia. Translator. До Луны обратно.
But what do you think they mean by that? Like this statement?
You love it so much. Ever you can go to the moon and back and turn back? Yes.
So that's what I was wondering. That's like literally what it means. But when you use it in speech like this, it just means that you're very happy or very pleased with what happened.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, good. Just making sure. It's not, you're not going to really commonly hear people talk like this. But that's what it means.
Same it. Same.
What's the same? I'm sorry.
It means in Russia same.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So, number 4.
Okay.
I mean, we kind of know the answer already, but...
I was shaking like a leaf as I stood up. Everyone was staring at me and I just ran out of the room. I'd wanted so much to do it and it was over before it began. I've never felt so frustrated in my life. All my colleagues were watching and I wished the earth would swallow me up. Picture D, exactly. And I think it's about he want to speech before толпа. Crows? Crow? Толпа.
Before a crowd.
Crowd? Before a crowd, thanks. And don't be afraid when a million eyes stared on you.
Good. So, what do you think the first sentence that says I was shaking like a leaf? What do you think that means?
Shaking like a leaf? Shake, I don't know what it means. Shake it From the song of Taylor Swift, Shake It Off, Shake It Off.
I mean, yes, exactly. But the expression means just to be nervous if you're very nervous.
Oh, shake like a leaf. A leaf, it's up. Yes, leaf.
Leaf is how to explain, from like on a tree, the green part on a tree.
Green part.
Like on a flower, if you know the green, not the actual colorful part, but the green part of a flower. I don't know how to explain it. I could send you a photo after, but it's a part of a plant.
Okay.
And then the last part, the last sentence, I mean, this is just pronounced colleagues.
Colleagues.
It seems like it says colleges, but
college, it's place for education. Colleagues, people with who you work with.
Exactly.
With who? with that you work.
You can say just they're the people you work with.
You work with.
Mm-hmm. The first way you said it was correct.
Okay.
So, alright, the next part, so it says circle 10 adjectives or verb phrases in the comments and describe which feelings. So, we kind of started doing this already, but the first one would be scared out of my wits. So how would you explain that to me?
From the text?
However is more comfortable for you, but in general, if I said I'm scared out of my wits, what would I mean by that?
I don't know, what does it mean? Wits.
So, instead of using the word wits, you can say mind. So if I said I'm scared out of my mind, it would be the same as I'm scared out of my wits.
Scared out of my mind. You scared your thoughts? Yes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good. So, a younger person would say I'm scared out of my mind. An old person would say I'm scared out of my wits.
Okay.
But that's the only difference.
Wits is better. I was relieved.
Mm-hmm.
Не помню. I don't remember. Relieved.
It means to feel better.
More free.
Yes. So if something is creating stress for you or making you feel bad, when it goes away, you would feel relieved. So what would be,
I think,
how would you explain?
When you feel it second time, when you do it second time, you feel relieved. Yes?
Okay, perfect.
Yourself.
Yes, very good. So we could continue now to the second box.
Stomach. I want to say stomach. Stomach.
Stomach.
turn. It's his
So-
turn.
Actually, you're correct, but if you said, it's very similar at least. If you said you have butterflies in your stomach, that's like a positive way of saying this.
Mm-hmm.
But if you said my stomach turned, that's like the same feeling but in a negative way.
Ah, okay. Stomach
So
turn.
if you said, like, if you replaced, for instance, in this sentence, if you said it made me feel like I had butterflies in my stomach, it would sound like the person was very pleased with what was going on.
Yes.
But if you say it made my stomach turn, it's a similar feeling, but they're scared or they feel very bad.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a way of saying it negatively.
Okay, I know. I would be a word.
So do you remember how you would use awkward in a sentence?
No.
Like if you were to tell me something awkward.
Awkward. Oh. Uncomfortable. Awkward.
Good, exactly.
Would be awkward. Would be uncomfortable.
Good. So you can use that word in any time, like if you want to politely say you're uncomfortable, you can say that the situation is awkward.
Mm-hmm. Awkward.
So how about the next one? It would be in the same box where it says they were really impressed.
Impressed. In the restaurant watching, so I simply fast could. When I finish, everyone clapped. Really impressed. Yes. Impressing. I forgot it. Like exciting, maybe. Impressed.
It doesn't necessarily mean exciting, but it's normally used if the situation is, in an exciting situation. Or if when something surprises you.
Like amazing, yes? Really
Yeah.
amazing. Amazing.
Exactly. So if you think something's amazing, you can say that you're impressed by it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so on the third box, there's two examples.
The really interesting things was how quickly we learned the steps. I was fascinated. Oh my god. All of that words are from intermediate level and I forgot all of them.
This is actually, I'm using with you, it's an upper intermediate book.
Oh my god.
So but this way you can learn, I decided to do this so you can learn new words because you basically already knew everything from the normal intermediate book.
That's good for learning. When harder, then better. Yes?
Mm-hmm. I think so. Because if we used the intermediate book again, you already know everything. It would just be going over the same things. Maybe in a different book, but... So,
I was fascinated.
Anyways, so fascinated.
I was fascinated by the way the teacher thought us. Fascinated.
So if you're
Hard.
fascinated by something,
Hard.
it's it can be, but the word on its own means that you're paying a lot of attention to something, like you're amazed by it.
Amazed.
So if you're
you
staring
like it.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
So when you like it, fascinated.
Exactly.
Oh.
So when something completely holds your attention, you would be fascinated by it.
I was fascinated on that lesson, online lesson.
Exactly. Okay. Good. And there was one more phrase in the third paragraph.
At the end of the lesson, the teacher gave us a prize for best beginner. We were over the moon. Over the moon, when you were very, very happy.
Good.
I was shaking like a leaf. When you scared, yes? When you...
Yeah.
When you scared.
When you can say when you're scared or when you're nervous.
Yes, when you're nervous. I stood up. Everyone was staring at me, and I just ran out of the room. I wanted so much to do it, and it was over before it began. I've never felt so frustrated in my life. Frustrated, like disaster or something disaster.
Yeah, it's like an internal disaster if you're very angry.
Oh, very angry. Before
if
disaster.
you're trying to do something and it's annoying you, you can say you're frustrated.
When I go to bed, early morning.
So you're saying if you go to bed early, you feel frustrated?
Yes, it frustrated me. I don't. I feel sleepy all day, and frustrated.
Perfect. That's exactly how you would use it. So there's a couple more here.
All my colleagues were watching, and I wished the earth would swallow me up, or swallow.
Swallow.
I don't know what. Swallow.
So when you drink a liquid, for instance, if you're drinking water, you would say you were swallowing the water.
Oh.
So if the earth swallowed somebody up, they would disappear, in other words.
Okay.
That's what this means. It's not... I don't think you will ever hear somebody say this. But that's what they mean by it. So, out of the 4 paragraphs, what parts were positive?
Positive words.
Yeah, what expressions were positive?
Of the room, I wanted so much to do it, and it was over before it began. Maybe over before it began? No?
That's part of it.
I wished the earth would swallow me up.
So That one would be opposite of that. That would be negative. Because the person writing wants to disappear. So it's like almost like a depressing statement. So, for instance, if I said I was relieved when it was all over, that would be positive.
In the first block, I've searched in for. Okay, I was relieved.
Good.
In second, no. Really impressed.
Good.
And third, I was fascinated.
Actually, yeah, I didn't even think of that. Fascinated and we were over the moon would both be positive.
Yes, and over the moon. And in fourth, I don't search. I wished the earth would swallow me up.
That's negative. So the fourth one doesn't have any. There's nothing positive about the fourth one. Because he says he was shaking like a leaf, which means he's scared or nervous. And he was frustrated. So that would show it's
Negative 2.
not good. Negative. So letter D. Match the adjectives or verb phrases you circled to words with a similar meaning in 1 through 10.
Disappointed and angry. Frustrated.
Good.
Felt very interested, really impressed.
Yep. There's another, but just one word for this.
Over the moon? No.
No, this will be one word.
Impressed.
Impressed, and you can say impressed or fascinated.
Fascinated. Okay. Felt embraced. Felt embraced and 10 embracing with difference.
If something is currently happening, you would say that it's embarrassing. But if you're talking about a past situation, you would say that you felt embarrassed.
Exactly. So really impressed, felt embraced. Yes.
This one is so embarrassed is if you feel. We can use the other word we just learned. Like if something is awkward and uncomfortable, it might make you feel embarrassed. So, for instance, if
maybe
I try to think of a situation.
Maybe impressed, glad it was finished.
Close. This is this would be the last one. The last one here. I wish the earth would swallow me up. Because the person wanted to hide because he was embarrassed about speaking in front of people.
Okay. Felt nervous, shaking like a leaf.
Good.
Disgusted me. Disgusted me. What did mean disgusted?
Disgusted is if something makes you feel sick.
Oh.
But not, or like you can also say it if somebody, like if I made you very angry, you can say that I disgusted you.
Stomach turn.
Good. Yes, exactly.
Thrilled. It's a positive or negative context?
In this situation, it's going to be positive.
Okay, thrilled. Maybe.
So if you're thrilled, you're really happy. You're in a very positive mood.
I got it. But I can't match. Okay, leave it. Petrified, admired. Oh, admiring. Admiring, I think it's like... I know it words. Maybe over the moon? No. Admiring. Впечатление. Admiring.
So if you're admiring something, you're watching it or staring at it. So you can say admiring would match impressed. So on the second one, it says they were really impressed. So let's go back to number 8. Do you know what the word petrified means?
What phrase?
Number 8, petrified.
Oh, petrified. I don't know it. No.
So that's okay. It means to be extremely scared.
Extremely scared. Scared out of my wits.
Good.
Petrified. And thrilled. What is it? Listen, fascinated, interested.
So I will help you a bit. If we go to number 3, our paragraph 3, it's going to be somewhere there. So remember, thrilled means you were very happy.
The really interesting thing was how quickly we learned the steps. I was fascinated. At the end, the teacher gave up a prize for beginning. Over the moon, thrilled.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, over the moon and thrilled is the same thing. It just means extremely happy.
Okay, I got it.
And then, how about number 5? What would be something to go with? Glad it was finished.
Glad it was finished. Relieved.
Exactly, good.
Embarrassing. How we match it? Embarrassing.
Can you say that again? Sorry.
How we match embarrassing? Match.
How to match embarrassing, are you asking?
Yes.
So, it would be the same meaning as awkward.
Oh, yes. Thanks.
So, both words just mean uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So on part 2A, which version of this sentence would be correct? Where it says that I felt really frustrating.
Mm-hmm. I felt really frustrated because I tried so hard, but I still failed the driving test. Frustrated.
Good.
And
Good.
and it's your first time. How embarrassing.
Good. But you want to say how embarrassing.
Embarrassing. I was.
Because if you say it fast, it sounds like a different word.
A word.
Because if you say it quickly, it sounds like you're saying embracing.
Embracing. I was very totally interested in the book. I was really interested. Really interested in the book.
With this one, you can actually, if you say, you can say I was very interested in the book. I was really interested. You can even say I was totally interested in the book.
All of that.
Yeah, not all. As long as you use it separately, not all at the same time.
Okay. Yes, I was very, really, totally fascinating. I want to choose. Yes, it was totally fascinating.
That's fine. That's good.
I was very, absolutely relieved at the end.
Good. And what do you think that sentence means? So I was absolutely relieved at the end.
I'm happy what it is finished.
Okay, good.
Yes, and we won. I was really over the moon.
Good. So now on the next page, read the first two paragraphs and check predictions. So, are you able to see this?
Yes. 30 days to a new life. It's a simple idea. Choose something you've never done before and spend the next 30 days doing it. Oh, it's good. It can be something ordinary like walking more or changing your diet, or something that really takes you outside your comfort zone, such as mountain climbing, writing a story, or getting up before sunrise every day. Sounds beautiful. It's all about changing old habits into new ones, overcoming your fears and moving your life in a healthier and more interesting direction. So go ahead, pick one of the idea from my list or one of your own and get started. Today, let me know how you get on. Easy, intermediate, hard. Right.
So, what do you think this is? This is for. This article is for.
Articles for.
What do you think this is about? The article meaning the paragraphs you read.
when it articles for easy, intermediate, hard, when it wait.
No, I'm just talking about. So if you were to predict what you think is going to happen with the three people here, how do you think the outcome will be?
I don't understand.
So if we read now this Jasmine,
Okay.
What do you think is going to happen with her?
I've just finished my first challenge. No internet for 30 days. At first, I thought it would be impossible, but I noticed after 5 or 6 days that I felt much more relaxed. For one thing, I had more time on my hands, but more importantly, I began to pay attention to things around me, more especially the people. I realized that I often used things like social networks to avoid the outside world. Next,
Yeah, you can continue reading.
tall, thin guy. Talking to strangers is relatively easy for me because I do it all the time in my job. So I tried something a bit different, talking to a friend every day, a different friend every day. I wasn't sure I had 30 friends all altogether. So after going through the obvious people, the ones I'm in touch with, the socialists with now, I started digging into my past, going back to friends I'd last touched with from university, when high school, then primary school, since then I've made much more of an effort to stay in touch with a few really precious friends.
Good. So the in the sentence it says and socialize with now. So you want to pronounce this socialize.
Socialize.
And do you know what they mean by that?
With people socialize.
Good, yes. So just interacting with people. And what about the last sentence? It says precious friends. What would precious be?
I don't know, precious friends. Precious.
So the word precious means very valuable.
Okay, I got it.
So for instance, people would call, like if you have gold jewelry, they would say it's a precious metal because it's valuable.
Valuable.
So let's do the third sentence.
Cheap. Next.
Yes.
Chick. I started doing this half a year ago, and in the last 6 months, I've learned how to sail. I've taken art lessons and become a member of the online book club. For me, the best experience has been meditation. I've done yoga for years, but I've never really tried meditation before. Tried meditation before. It's not just that I felt calmer and don't get so stressed. I also find I can focus on tasks more clearly and I sleep better. So that one's something I'm going to carry on doing.
Good. So What do you think he means by he says I'm going to carry on doing?
Carry on doing.
The last sentence, it says that's one something I'm going to carry on doing. So what would carry on be?
Carry on.
Carry on.
Like go on. Yes.
Yes, to continue. So, letter C. Do you agree with the level of difficulty, easy, intermediate, and hard that the writer gives for each?
Wait. Working. That's cool. To easy, intermediate, hard, new habit. That he writer gives for each. Take a 30-minute walk each day. Keep a daily journal. Take a new road to work and school. Take a new road. Meditate for 30 minutes each day. Intermediate try.
But for the easy part, do you agree that would this be easy to do for somebody that's not used to this?
More easy at take a 40-minute walk each day. I think everyone can do it. But meditate for 30 minutes each day is very hard, because 30 minutes it's a really long time for meditation.
It sounds like it. I think maybe 5 minutes is difficult.
Yes. Agree.
And how about, so the third sentence says take a new route to work. Do you know what the word route means?
I think like a new class, maybe.
In this way, if you use the word in this sentence, it means to just a new road. So a new direction to work.
Yeah. Way to work, way to school. New way.
Yeah, it's just a different word for that. So, how about the second one now, under intermediate?
Try a new recipe each day. Learn how to draw a human face. Oh, it's interesting. Stop using the internet for 30 days. Take a daily cold shower. Take a daily cold shower. That's a really good things. And that's good for your health and good for your mood for a day. I know what to say. Try a new recipe. When you have time for new recipe each day. So yes.
So you just want to pronounce this recipe.
Recipe? Recipe.
Yeah. It's just spelled like this.
Okay.
So you know what that is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It sounded like it.
Learn how to draw a human face. That's a really beautiful idea. When you want to art, when you like to art and to draw, but that not for everyone.
So you want to say when you like art or when you like doing art?
When you like doing art. Yes.
Yeah. Good. Yes. So what about stop using the internet for 30 days?
Someone to work with internet and 30 days without it, you just will be unemployed.
Yeah. I think that would be most people.
Yes.
So what about the last part? The hard area.
Talk to a stranger every day. Oh, stranger. Yes. Take one photograph a day. Write a 10,000 word short story in a month. Get up before sunrise every day. Get up before sunrise every day. It's a very, very good idea. But it's very hard when you work so more and sleepy all time. Take to a stranger every day. That's good when you socialize person. When you socialize person, not everyone want to get a new friend to talk a stranger every day.
So
Take one photograph.
yeah, it might get people mad.
Take one photograph a day. When you, I think you need to take a photo when you see so much interesting and amazing before you, but just take a photo how you drink a coffee. That's weird.
But people do this.
Yes.
So how about the third one? Write a 10,000 word short story in a month.
It's not about me. I don't like to write something. Write 10,000 words. It's like a course job.
Yeah, I don't think I can do that either. I don't think anything is that interesting to write 10,000 words. Alright, so under 5A, read the comments, or actually cover the text and discuss what did each person and how successful were they. So if we talk about Jasmine.
New and difficult for you. What happens to you? Was spare time? Had spare time? Searching carefully. Tried hard to. Continue. Find phrases in the text which mean new and difficult for you.
So this will be in paragraph 1.
Be impossible.
So it would be the whole sentence, though. I thought it would be impossible. I think that's what you said. So how about what happens to you in the second paragraph?
a second phrase. You can turn down.
Down here?
Yeah.
This?
What happens to you?
Okay.
Okay, thanks. Back.
So that will be the. Oh, it was my mistake. It's going to be in this paragraph here.
In this? In the text? No. Ah, it's all about changing old habits.
So if
I got overcoming your fears and moving your life. Overcoming your fears and moving your life. Well, for a more interesting direction.
So it can be that sentence and one other sentence.
I forget again the phrase.
So it will be what happens to you.
What happens to it? Thanks.
But you were correct though. It was overcoming your fears and moving your life in a healthy direction, or healthier and more interesting direction.
Yes.
So we'll do number 3, and then we can finish up. What do you know what spare means?
Like a
So
shine.
it says had spare time.
Like shine.
So if I said, do you have spare time? It would mean, do you have extra time?
Additional.
Yes, additional. So, for instance, with a car, cars have a spare tire. In case one tire goes flat, you can change to another tire. So just something extra.
Had spare.
So this will be in the Jasmine paragraph.
Mm-hmm. I just finished my first time. Attention to things around me more special. People I realized today often use things like social networks to avoid maybe avoid to outside world.
That's what she did when she had more time on her hands. But another way to say it, so she was down. For one thing, I had more time on my hands. So that would mean the same thing as saying, you have spare time.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Other questions from today?
Nope.
All right, so I will see you. Do you want to meet on Monday or on Saturday?
Today I just have a weekend, a holiday. I don't know, cause yesterday I have a performance, but I always work at Saturday. I can.
Okay, so Mondays, that's fine for me too.
Okay.
So, all right, I will see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.